Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I kind of can't believe it's only Wednesday. I'm exhausted. This morning my eyes are like not cooperating today. So it's all good. I'm super excited though because this is my old lanyard, which I love. I still love it. I would definitely say like this one's great. My first one I got was white. I love the gray string because it just doesn't show like if you get makeup on it or something like that. So I still love this one. I'm gonna keep it, but I mean, I had to order a new one, right? New year, new lanyard. Look how cute it is. This is from Coffee, Teach, and Inspire. I ordered it on Etsy, and it's the boho rainbow, which boho is like, obviously you can tell boho is not like my vibe, but thought this was so cute. And I try to keep it obviously a little more neutral with my lanyard because who knows what I'm gonna wear every day. And I thought this would be, oh my gosh, the little rainbow, and it's two-sided, so it doesn't matter if it flips. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And the little tassel. This one has a tassel that I've never had before. I'll see how long this lasts. These don't last very long for me. I think I'm just really rough on my lanyards because I'm like, I just throw them in my purse with everything else. But what I ended up doing, oh, this one, you know what I did fix? I kind of like pushed it back together, but I could always just put it on this ring if I needed to. But I'll put them on here for now. So cute. All right, let's do that. I love it. That is the cutest. Yay! Okay, there were some questions about my school day. I work from 7 to 3:30, and the school day is 7:10 to like 2:20. Normally, by the time we do dismissal and everything else, I'm usually back in my room by like 2:40. This week it's been a little bit later because it's the first week of school and we have kind of a new dismissal, so it's taking a little longer, but normally like we can get it down to like 2:40. Sorry, my chair is squeaky this morning. And I stay till 3:30, and my goal is always to leave before 4, so that's like an extra 30 minutes on top of my contract, and then I don't do work at home, so I don't do work on nights and weekends. That's just kind of what works for me. Last year, I was doing really good with my goal. I track my goal every day with my kids. My goal is to finish my water every day, and I usually end up not drinking this during the day because I'm like wearing this all day. So normally I just drink this like on my way home, and then leave by 4 o'clock. Those are like my two goals: have my work done so I can leave by 4. My kids noticed last year that I was doing so good with my goal that I should try to challenge myself and bump it back a little bit. So I did end up bumping it back to 3:45 last year. And some days I met my goal, some days I didn't, but we noticed kind of a trend in how I was doing with my goal. And that was probably like started second semester sometime. So I will keep tracking at 4 o'clock for now, and then we'll see how I do. Oh my goodness, I am so cold when I get in here in the morning. Not complaining, but I turn it up a little bit when I get here, and then like within 15 minutes it starts to feel like sticky, so I just turned it back down. It is 7:05. He'll be in here in about 5 minutes, so I was just going through emails and just opening up some videos that we're gonna watch today. One is Chester's Way. I do have the book copy, but the Storyline Online version is so good, and they do the voices so well, so I usually watch that one, and then once we're done reading it, I will draw sticks, and then 2 kids can put this in their book bin after we do that today. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'm gonna sit here on my feet, try to rest my feet because they were super sore after Monday. Yesterday was a little bit better. I wore my Birkenstocks, but yeah, we're about to get masked up and let the kids in. Oh my gosh, this morning felt so much better. We had like morning meeting. We talked about habit 1, being proactive. We watched the Just the Way I Am video from Leader and Me. And then we did a number talk, which went really well. And we turned our Math About Me like sheet that we did yesterday into posters. So everyone took their paper, folded it, and then we just transferred all the information to here, and then they got to come down on the carpet and share, which was great. Then we just ended math with a little partner activity, just getting them back in the practice of basic addition facts. It's gonna be a big push this year. I had a couple read alouds ready. I had Even, Steven, and Odd Todd, and then the Greedy Triangle, but we did not even get to these, so that worked out really well. It felt like a little bit more like real math than the past couple days, so that was good. And then we did phonics while we had snack, and then I just took them to PE. It's 10 o'clock. I'll get them at 10:25. So I'm gonna go through my emails. You know, I like to keep my inbox cleaned up. And then I think that's probably all I'm gonna get to right now. Go through emails, and then after school I will work on plans. So I will see you. Normally I'll probably check in at lunch, but this week we have lunch with our kids in the cafeteria just to make sure they know where to sit. They, remind them of cafeteria expectations. So after this week I'll be having lunch in my room, but for the next few days I will not be checking in until the end of the day. So I'll see you when we're done with day 3. And day 3 is done. Wednesday, check. We had a great afternoon. This afternoon I got them on leadership teams, and they met with their team, and we did a practice together, and then I let them all meet. They decided on what jobs they wanted, and then those will be their jobs for like 1 or 2 weeks, probably since the beginning of the year, probably 2 weeks till we get the hang of it. And then we packed up and they completed their jobs. I will show you all kind of what that looks like, but let me cover up names, hold on. All right, so this is what they look like. Normally what I have them do is move their numbers so they're not in number order anymore. Their numbers are under what team they're with. So like all of these would have pink job cards because they would all be maintenance crew. I did not do that this year, and I realized why I normally do that is because it just makes it easier. Like when this team goes to meet, I can just grab all of the pink jobs out of those pockets. Now I just kind of have to go through and grab them out because they're all kind of mixed in, but it is kind of nice to have them in number order, probably easier for the kids, so we'll see. And I called numbers, they came up one at a time, picked their team. Once there were 4 on a team, that team was full, and I told them, don't worry, you'll get to be on a different team later on. And then they met with their team, and what I have them do is I have them pick like their number 1 choice. Everyone picks like a number 1 choice, and then once everybody on the team has a job, then they pick a number 2 choice, and most kids have 2 jobs. This is desk checker and class greeter. I'll just go through these because I know you all were asking about them. This is student shout-outs and desk checker. Student shout-outs, they write a shout-out for a different classmate based on our trait of the month. Aesthetic assistant and shoe tie helper. Aesthetic assistant, they make sure our room is all straightened up and ready for the next day. Materials manager, passing out papers, and then at the end of the day they take everything out of the turn-in trays and put it on my table. And then librarian, make sure the books get put away neatly. Payroll and another librarian. I have 2 librarians and actually 2 payroll people. They pay people on Fridays. Devices manager and board eraser. Devices, they make sure our devices are cleaned up, plugged in, wiped down, all that kind of stuff. Book bin leader and table caller. Call tables to line up. Book bin leader, make sure the book bins are clean and organized and they have enough books, not too many books. If they do need to clean up their book bin, they just put it on their desk, and then they know when they come in the morning they need to check their book bin. Calendar helper, change the calendar. Teacher assistant is basically like a catch-all everything. Anytime I need something, I might just say teacher assistant, which I do a lot. Dust assistant and lights manager. Dusting is a new one, but dusting all the devices, make sure they're clean. Dust Miss Pound's computer table, because my computer table gets so dusty. Another devices manager, they just have one job. I have a few extra jobs, I'll probably give them one of them. Table supplies and line leader. Table supplies, they make sure this stays all neat and organized every day. That's a big one. Nurse helper, and then my other aesthetic assistant. Another payroll, and then messenger. Hall monitor, another book bin leader. I have 2 of those. The bigger jobs I have like 2 of, just so they can work together, divide and conquer. Sanitizer helper, same thing, I have 2 of those. Pencil patrol, they take care of the pencils. Recess equipment and lunch leader. They make sure nobody left any trash. They give reminders if someone did, help people clean up if they need help, that kind of stuff. Anything in the lunchroom. Another sanitizer helper and a tech helper needs help with using their device. So if they're having trouble logging in or having trouble finding something. Tidy tub assistant, they empty the tidy tubs at the end of the day and they put the trash cans by the door. And then another lunch leader. Door holder, they just have one job, so I may give them a second one, we'll see. And then tech helper and headphone helper. So headphone helper makes sure all the headphones, last year I had them in a bucket, this year I have them in a drawer back there, so they just make sure they're all in the drawer and they're you know, rolled up and whatever. All right, it is 3:10, so I'm going to sit here. I have my copies for tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I've got everything I need, and then the books I wanna read. They really want me to read this book, so they've been asking about it, and I'll probably read this one tomorrow. I still want to read Our Class as a Family. I haven't read this yet, but I also have we're doing like a little Kevin Hankey's author study, so I do want to read my Kevin Hankey's book, so maybe we'll read one for morning meeting, maybe Our Class as a Family, and then maybe we'll read this one for fun later on. I don't know, we'll see. Getting out of here. I got through my emails. I think I have 5 in my inbox for tomorrow. Not bad. A couple things are just like, I'm checking out a book from the media center and she told me it's ready and I'm gonna send a kid down in the morning to get it. So I just left that in my inbox to remind me to do that. And then just some other little things that I need to remember to do. It's like just after 4:20, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm seeing a trend here. We gotta get it back to 4 o'clock. But I know this first week is just a little crazy. Tomorrow I am gonna stay late because we have an ice cream social after school. So I'll stay and do plans for next week and then go to that before I leave. But I think we are ready for tomorrow. Hopefully it's another really good day. Good morning, it's officially Thursday. It's about 7:05. I've just been like checking email and stuff like that. I'm going to take their math books and start putting names on them so I can pass those out today. And then I have to go down to the media center and get chrysanthemum or send a student down, so we'll see. Usually I have a few students come in super early so I can send one of them. And that's about it for this morning. Big thing is I want them all start getting these books in their desks so they're not sitting back here, and next week we'll probably start using them, so get that ready. Let's do that. Okay, it's been one of those busy mornings. It feels like we've been running around because we had like some drills this morning. Always try to do the drills the first week of school, so that was like kind of threw our morning off. Then we had math. I got the math books passed out, so that was a win. The rest that we don't need for now till like later in the year, I'm going to try to find a place to put those, probably in the closet. And then when they get back, we will do reading. We're going to read Chrysanthemum today, so I always love when we read Chrysanthemum. I'm trying to think of what else we're doing. We're going to practice writing stamina today. This will be the first time we're going to practice like what we do. If I'm done, now what? I always put choices up on the board of things that they can write in their notebook, so I will pull out my writer's notebook and show them examples of those things. They can do a made-up story. They can do a real story, small moment. They can do a how-to. They can teach somebody about something they're an expert in. So those are all choices that they have during writing stamina time. And I'll show them what those look like. So I will check in with you at the end of the day. Happy Thursday. We are not proud. It's like 5:50. I was getting plans done for next week, which I finished, and then there was an ice cream social outside, so I stopped by that real quick, and then I came back in and was finishing up. And I'm all ready for tomorrow. Plans done for next week, so tomorrow afternoon I should be able to just like make some copies that I need for next week and then leave. So not like I've just been sitting here doing nothing, but I do feel like I'm in slow motion today. I feel like I would have been much faster if I was not just exhausted. So that gets better. My stamina builds up just like everything else. I tell the kids all the time, like reading stamina, writing stamina, we have to build it up. And I also have to build up stamina for working full days again after being off for the summer. So I'm gonna go home and get some good sleep. One thing I wanted to do the first week of school, but you know what? It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm not gonna go to the Dollar Tree and hunt down individual tubes of toothpaste today. I'll do it this weekend and we can do it next week. But if you do not have this book, my teacher bestie introduced me to this book and then bought me this book, and it is pure gold, and I never hear anybody talk about it, and it's written by Madonna. So Mr. Peabody's Apples, I don't know if it even has like an about the book. No, but it's about the power of your words. It's a fantastic story, great lesson. And then at the end we do the toothpaste activity where they have a plate and I give them this is not my idea, but I've just seen it. I do give them a list of things that we're gonna say, like mean but acceptable for me to like have them say, because who knows what they'll come up with. So we say those mean things, and as we say them, and it might just be like, ew, that food stinks, stuff like that, like just things they may not even realize are rude or hurtful. And thinking about the power of our words, they squeeze out a little bit of the toothpaste each time, and then I give them a toothpick and tell them to put all the toothpaste back inside, and then we have a discussion about the power of our words. And something very similar happens in this book, but not with toothpaste. So I do not want to rush this, and I don't want to do it without the activity. So I will save this for next week because I just love it so much. I'm going to put it in my Monday drawer, and I will get toothpaste this weekend. I think I already have toothpicks and paper plates here, so that's fine. I do need to come in the morning. The teacher next door, the printer is in her room, and so I printed some things. I need to go in there and get them from her room and make copies, but I get here a little early anyway, so that's fine. And we will have everything we need for tomorrow. Everything else is done and out. And I will see you on Friday, the last day of the week. I don't know how we're here already, but also I'm exhausted, so I'll see you then. Bye. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we made it to Friday. I'm so tired. Everyone I see this morning is just like, having a full week for the first week is just, it's exhausting. And I had to go to the copy room, and I got halfway there and realized I left on my table the things I needed, so I came back and just got some copies for this morning. we're going to just start like practicing using our math notebook, and we'll just draw these 3 columns. I'm not going to give them this, but I'll use this to guide us, and we'll draw the amount and then practice expanded form, written form, just to get them used to, like when I say, hey, come on down to the carpet and bring your math notebook, they kind of know what to do. And then got some stuff I want to copy for next week, but I'm not copying that now. I'm just gonna put that in my folder. And that's about it. My grade level chair came down. Oh my gosh, you want to start your Friday off right? She brought, first of all, look how cute this is, and it's got like a bunch of my favorites in here. I don't want to like mess it up, but it's got some Cheetos in there and a little LaCroix and my favorite gum. So I love that. So sweet, so cute. I think that's about it. I will talk to you at specials and let you know how the morning went. The morning's been the toughest, and then reading and writing's been better, which makes sense. Reading and writing's a little more chill. I think math's been a little tough, and once we get into kind of math workshop, it's a little bit better, but like reading, we're just practicing like getting books, reading stamina, that kind of stuff. So, and then reading books together. There's the Bellamap kids walking in my room. All right, I gotta go. Bye. I feel like every time I come on here, I'm like, blah. But I just took the kids to PE. I'm wheeling my chair over here. And I knew we were gonna have a fire drill when I took them to PE. So I had to like go out there and do the fire drill thing. But now I'm gonna sit down. I have like 20 minutes left of my planning, and I'm going to write thank you cards for, I've had kids like bring in little gifts and stuff for beginning of the year, little sweetie pies. So the thank you cards that my teammate gave me, I'm gonna go ahead and write thank you cards to these kids. I have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Thank you cards are done. I will send those home today. On Fridays, we send home like their Friday folder. We don't have them yet, but I am gonna have them take home like all about me papers and all that stuff today in their backpack. And so I'll send home the cards as well with all their stuff that they finished this week. And then we'll start kind of fresh next week with jumping into content and workshop model. I'm gonna walk down one of these cards I need to take to one of my students from last year in 3rd grade, use the restroom, because, you know, gotta train that bladder. And then I'll pick them up for reading, writing, lunch, recess, science or studies. I probably won't see you until the end of the day because I'm still having lunch with them today, which has been great because I can kind of move all over and get to know them a little bit better. And then I will check in with you at the end of the day. Yesterday we stayed super late, remember? So today we are leaving nice and early. I'm thinking like 3:30 we're out of here, okay? Hold me to it. I have not talked to you all, and it is now 4:07. I'm just finishing up printing. There's a couple little things for Monday. I do need to go to the copy room Monday morning, but I'm just gonna leave myself a pile. Things I need to take down, and then get here a little early to print that. We are starting workshop on Monday, so they have been practicing the first like hands-on game, which is Addition War. And we've been practicing that this week. And then today we were practicing independent work and how that works and how you complete it on your own. You turn it in the basket, show them where to turn it in. If you have a question, you raise your hand. Just practicing giving them work that they will work on their own, and they'll probably at some point have a question about. So how to like not interrupt the teaching environment, but they can raise their hand. Or we went over the 3 before me. And then we'll start that on Monday. And then during reading, we're doing iReady Diagnostic. So that's gonna be a lot of our reading time on Monday. We practice book shopping today and how we do that. We might have to go into writing a little bit for iReady reading to finish it up. So we'll see what happens. But if not, I've got plans here. We start with Owl Moon, looking at a small moment story. This week I just had it actually worked out really well. I feel really loud. There's like nobody in here. I feel like I'm on a microphone right now. It was really nice to just spend this week practicing writing stamina and like what to do when you think you're done. So that has worked out really well. So we practiced, like talked about what are some different types of things we can write about when we think we're done. So we talked about real stories, made up stories, how-tos, or write about something you're an expert in, because a lot of them have, you know, really great writing strategies for what to do if they think they're done. And then some of them really weren't sure what to do. Like once they completed what they needed to get done for writing today, they were like, okay, I'm done. Like, what do I do now? So that was really good practice. Let me go grab this stuff off the printer and I'll be right back. Okay, I actually don't need to copy anything for Monday, so that's awesome. I do need to copy after school on Monday though. I need to put that on my to-do list. Oops, sorry. Okay. Yeah, awesome first week. First week is done. I am a like sweaty, falling apart mess, but the kids, you can see they leave the room super clean. They love doing their jobs at the end of the day. They got paid today. They were super excited. Some of them bought some things this afternoon, which I normally don't do because dismissal, but it was the first time, so I know they were super excited. Normally when they come in the morning, if they've got all their things done for the morning, then they can shop or trade in money for bigger bills. So I told them Monday morning, if they do have everything done, they can do that. Some of them want to save up and buy something bigger, but that is it for, I guess, this first week of school. I don't even know what I captured, what I got. It feels like just a bunch of me sweating and struggling. So that is the first week of school, and we will do it all again next week. See you then. Bye.